It must be annoying to always have to buy 2 pairs of gloves when it gets cold.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Mastermind Creations MORS. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front, we have a nice image there of MORS. His name is MORS. He is a scavenger. On the side of the box, we have MORS. On the other side of the box, we have MORS. On the bottom, warning, don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you. On the top, we have MORS. On the back of the box, we have our obligatory product shots. You can do this, that, things, stuff, things, and more stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with another image there of MORS. And on the back, you have his tech specs, if that interests you. Hooray for cards. And moving right along here, we have MORS, and this is the next figure of Mastermind Creations' take on the DJD, the Decepticon Justice Division from the IDW comic books, and this is their take on Helex. As you can see, he's just a big old purple box of murder. It's basically his alt mode, but pretty cool nonetheless. A big, imposing vehicle, as you can see. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You got some nice silver right up front. You got some spikes right up front too, because hey, spikes, why not? You got some nice transparent plastic right there for the cockpit section. Some more bits of silver, little treads right up front. You also have some nice spots of pink, some nice pink highlights here and there. And on top here, again, we have some nice bits done in silver. They do have big old cannons here, and I love these sections of the cannons because they're not silver. They have a, I don't know how well this comes off on camera, but they have like a pinkish hue to them, and I think that looks really nice. Again, don't know how well that comes off on camera, but looks quite good. Looks quite good in person. But yeah, I see some more treads in the back there with some silver in there. There you have the back. So there you have the top, and there you have the bottom. You got the little rolling wheels here, so you can roll as giant killing things should roll. Hooray for giant killing things. So there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with Mastermind's Tarn. So you can see how that works out. You can see just how big this dude is. And just for a better sense of scale, here he is with Earthrise Optimus Prime. So, there you go. Now as far as articulation goes, these cannons can rotate up and down. They have 2 positions for vehicle mode. They really are supposed to be up front here in the frontmost position. They just clip right in. You have them sitting forward, or if you don't want a parts form, you can just leave them back here because that's where they have to go for robot mode. So that's totally up to you what you want to do there. As always, it's your toy. Display it however you wish, but officially for the alt mode, they are supposed to be in that that forward tab there. But yeah, and that's pretty much it for the alt mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? You can get a good spin out of him for being such a big guy. Yep, get back here, big guy. Get back here. Alright, so first thing we need to do is take the cannons and just untab them and plug them in back here. And again, you can leave them back there if you don't want to bother with shifting these around. Just plug those back there and leave them up just to keep them out of the way. And you're going to come here to these panels and just pop these up and pop that up. And you want to come back here. You just want to bring these sections down and then bring these sections up and over, and that just frees up this whole section here. Just comes up on a double hinge And once you've done that, these little panels right here, you just flip in like so. And we can just take this and just collapse this down. It will tab into place. And you can just flip these back down. And just bring these forward. And we'll just leave that alone for now. So next what we're going to do is we're going to untab what are going to be his arms and just clip in right to the sides here. So just pull that out and then just flip that clip in, untab, and flip that in like so. Just bring the arms out. And now we can start working on the legs. So let me just rotate his arms so you can see what's happening here. So what we want to do here is you can see this section right here tabs over this section right here, and all you have to do is just pull it down. This undoes those tabs, and this is going to be his foot, and this just rocks down on a double hinge. And you just bring back his heel, flip up his big old toe, and then you can see there is a tab that goes into a notch right there, so just undo that. And you want to bring the leg down. You want to keep it at an angle because now the treads are going to slide down like that. So do that on either side. Bring that down, and once you've done that, then you can straighten out his leg. And there you have a leg all done. Second verse, guess what? Is just like the first. So just bring that down. Rock that down. Get that out of the way. Get out of the way, arm. People need to see. People need to see things. All right, so bring it down. Heel, toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And then we just undo the leg. Just bring it down at an angle. And just slide those treads down. Oh, I don't have the clearance here. You want to make sure it's just at the right angle. Everything to clear. There we go. Bring that down. Bring that down. And then just straighten the leg out. And there you go. So at this point, you want to untab the inside of his thighs here. Have little clips that they go into. So undo those, and then you take these clips and they will just flip in like that. And that frees his legs all up. And once we've done that, we can now have him standing vertically. And now we can just take his whole waist section and rotate all this around like so. So it is facing forward. There we go. Then we have the lower body all done. So now we move on to the upper body. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the central section, bring that down, and I just love the way this looks because his head's in there. It just looks like his head is in a jar. That's just kind of funny, but anyway. Like he cryogenically froze his own head, like, just wake me when it's over. Wake me when it's all over. Anyway. But you want to take this and rotate it around like that, and then this section will untab like so, and then his head will just rotate around. Now this panel here is on double hinge, so you want to bend it at the upper hinge here like that, and there are two little tabs that will go right up in there like so. So we're going to leave that there for now, and the next thing we're going to do is going to raise up his treads like this, and that will allow us to pull out his second set of arms. And one thing to help you is if you undo the backpack here, there is a little opening right back. You can see his fingers actually poking through. There's a little opening here. You can use that to push that out like so. And then you just bring them in at an angle so you can swing them down. And there you go. There's one little arm. And then you just push up the other one. Swing that down. And there you go. So you can bring the treads back down, and the treads are going to collapse in to the body like that. And when you're going back into vehicle mode, again, you use that same little hole back here to push the tread out, because otherwise it's impossible to get out. So essentially they give you some little things there to help you. So once you have done that, then these spikes just get shifted back. Oops, actually no, I was supposed to do that first. Order of operations. Order of operations. You want to flip these back first, and then bring those in. My mistake. Again, order of operations. It's all about order of operations. So bring that back, and then bring those in. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. So once you have that, then you're just going to bring this up, and it'll just tab in right there. And we can take his backpack. It's on double hinge. Just shift it upward, and that will tab in right there. And now we can just take his arms, and they will shift up, and they will thoop into place. It's a little thooping point for it. Boop, they thoop. It's a pretty solid thoop, though. It's a solid thooping point. So, we're pretty much on the home stretch here. We just have to transform his arms. So just extend them like so. Then you want to open up bottom panel, open up the top panel here, rotate his hand out, close that back up. There we go. Second verse, of course, is just like the first. Extend. Just open that up. I try to use the actual hand to get it open, but sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. Come on, work with me. Work with me, buddy, work with me. There we go. Open that up. Open that up, and just swing the hand out. Close that up. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo! We're done. And there you go. There you have MORS, aka Helex, in his robot mode. And he is a big beefy dude with little baby arms and big beefy arms, so he can tickle you and crush you at the same time. But it is a quite cool design in my opinion, and as you know, I'm a sucker for the comic book designs. I absolutely love them, so yeah, this is quite cool. So let's get in close here so we can take a look, not at his chest, at his noggin. There's that noggin. And very nicely done head sculpt. You got the silver, you got some orange, red for the eyes, some nice gold in there as well, some little spots of pink. Just a nice, colorful head sculpt. Got the transparent plastic there on his chest. Got his little arms done in gold and purple, and his hands, the little hands, have that pinkish hue to them, which I like. And of course, his big beefy arms just have that. That's gold plastic, which I don't think will be a problem. I don't think gold plastic syndrome is really a thing anymore, but hey. Again, you had that pinkish hue there as well. Got some pink there in the crotchular region. Got some more gold, some silver, some more pink in there. Make sure that you stay down. These little bits here. Little parts of his knee pads. Want those down. And his big old feet. He's got some big old feet. He needs them. He's a big guy. And move at the back. It's a big solid backpack going on there, but nothing too bulky. It's got those big cannons back there. If you want, again, you can have the cannons on the bottom slot, or you can move them up top if you want them to sit a little higher, although they do kind of get in the way of the arms when you have them here. But hey, still, if you want them sitting up a little higher, you can do so. I mean, that's as far as they'll go. They won't go over his shoulders, but hey, you know, hey. If you want to, as always, it's yours. Display it however you wish. But all in all, I think he is a pretty cool design. Now, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you have all that wiggly waggly. He can look all the way up and do squirrel. He can totally do that. He can look down a good bit. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. Good range of movement there. And these little bits here will move out of the way just to accommodate that movement. You also have a little outward movement right in here as well. You have a double jointed elbow. So you have a nice range of movement there. As far as these hands go, they can rotate. And if you open them up, they do have a hinge that allows them to move inward a little bit. He has posable hands. Oops. Thumb is on a ball joint, as you can see, which you can pop off accidentally. But thumb is on a ball joint, and you have a hinge right there and a hinge right there. And the fingers, as you can see, they do have a hinge that allows them to splay out a bit. And you have a hinge at the base, hinge there, and hinge there. So you have nice posable fingers. As far as his little arms go, they have a rotational joint at the base, a hinge there that can move up and down, and you have a double jointed elbow here. So you have full range of movement there. And the wrists are just on a ball joint, so you have all your wiggly waggly and rotation. He does have waist rotation, legs. Gonna go forward, about that far, back, that far, outward. You can do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You do have a double jointed knee. If you can get things out of the way, you can get a good range of movement there, and that can swing both ways, as you can see. Now, these hinges, this hinge right here in particular is a little looser on mine than I would like, so sometimes he kind of wants to, you know, his weight kind of wants to bring him forward, so you have to kind of balance him a bit. I'm going to see if there's something that I can tighten around that. Make that a little bit better, but that joint needs to be a little bit stiffer. But as far as his feet go, the toes can move up, they can move down. They're on a double hinge there. And even the heel can move down if you need to. And you have a little bit of ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, he just includes an extra pair of hands for his little arms. And the ones that are on him are just kind of open grabby hands. And you just get a pair of closed fists. And they're easy to swap out. Just a ball joint. Just pop them out. And pop them in. There you go. You can have fists going. If you want, hey, it's yours. Display it however you wish. You have the option. And as always, options are good. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with Earthrise Optimus Prime. Again, so you can get a sense of the scale of this figure. Here he is with Mastermind's Megs. And now let's get this DJD family photo going. See if we can get them all in frame here. Take a look at the group. I love these guys. And gals. That's the pets. There we go. And we have our DJD so far. And they look quite good together. I love it. I love it. So, there you go. So there you have MORS, and yeah, another very nicely done figure here from Mastermind Creations. The alt mode looks good, the robot mode looks good. I'm a sucker for the IDW designs, so this vibes with me on all kinds of levels. My only complaint is that the knees are a little looser than I would like. It's a nice buttery smooth joint, but just needed to be tighter. On a smaller figure, those knee joints would work perfectly well, but since he is so big and top heavy, those knee joints definitely needed to be stiffer. Maybe even some ratchet joints might have been a better option, but I'll see what I can do, if I can tighten those up or not, but we'll see what happens there. But overall, very pleased with the figure and the DJD. This is where my tongue stops working. The DJD is coming along very, very nicely. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Mastermind Creations' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out MGames, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Mastermind Creations MORS, and this is MGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Big ache, be proud, home in your face. What the? Okay. If it's a fight you want, then it's a fight you're gonna get.
Well, what are you talking about?
What, aren't you going to try to kill me?
You know, I'm getting tired of people judging a book by its cover, okay? All people think is that I'm just some big brute killer. I am a sensitive spark. Now, if you took a minute to peel back the layers of the onion, you would see the real me.
Oh, gee, I'm so sorry. I misjudged you.
Oh, it's all right. Hey, you want some of my ice cream?
Sure, thanks.
Ah! Onions also make you cry.